Well, it's officially a two-person race for the GOP presidential nomination after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis suspended his campaign.
Former President Donald Trump and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley are going head-to-head in the New Hampshire primary tomorrow. KCAL News correspondent Penny Kmitt joins us live from Manchester with more on the primary. Penny, thanks for coming back. Does DeSantis dropping out mean anything to the candidates per se?
Well, it depends on who you ask, right? For Donald Trump, probably doesn't mean that much. Voters that are locked into Trump, they are locked in. But for Nikki Haley, totally different story. She's really looking to get those anti-Trump Republicans who want an option that is not Donald Trump. So Ron DeSantis dropping out, huge win for Nikki Haley. Hopefully she can get those voters and then get closer to potentially beating former President Trump.
Yeah, Penny, if Nikki Haley actually can't beat Trump in New Hampshire, it's going to be a tight race for them. She might not be able to beat him anywhere else. So, people are asking, can he be stopped?
I mean, New Hampshire is really a telltale sign of who's going to get that Republican presidential nomination. To put it into perspective, the last time a Republican did not win New Hampshire and still became the nominee was back in 2000, so over 20 years ago. So it's hard to say if Trump can be stopped or not, but the New Hampshire primary is a really, really good sign of what the future is going to hold.
And, turnout is another issue, right? Especially when it comes to those independent voters and maybe some Democrats. We know Iowa had a really low turnout because of the weather. What is New Hampshire expected to be like, especially with all the crazy weather that's happening on the East Coast there, too?
Totally. It is, of course, very cold in New Hampshire. No surprise there. But regardless of the weather, Republicans just aren't very eager this election cycle. We've spoken with some political science professors at the University of New Hampshire who say the Republican excitement is just not there for this race, but some data from the New Hampshire Secretary of State does tell us that they are expecting about a 35% voter turnout. So not fantastic, but also not awful. And again, in New Hampshire, kind of rare for most states is independent voters can vote in the primary and they can vote for people on either side of the aisle. So that independent vote going to hold a lot of weight here in the Granite State.
Yeah, it really will, and just to let you know, there are fewer than 1.5 million people in New Hampshire, and voters there, they really take their role seriously as the first primary state. So remind us, Penny, what comes after the New Hampshire primary?
So, I mean, really, these two campaigns are just going to have to keep going and going and going. What we found, research has shown, is that people are starting to really enjoy that interpersonal connection with their candidates. So that's where Nikki Haley actually struggles a little bit because her events are a little bit more scripted, where Donald Trump's are a little bit more off the cuff. So I think Nikki Haley, if she wants to be successful, is going to have to connect a little bit more with the voters. But again, she's really going to be after that anti-Trump but still Republican vote in the coming months.
Okay, Penny, thank you.